Welcome back to the channel. This is Ishita, the legal intern at Lexis and Company for the month of June. Today I'm going to tell you about the right to dissent. Recently, in the farmers' protest, in the a review petition on the Shaheen Bagh protest has been filed in the Supreme Court. The court refused to review its earlier verdict, which declared that there is no absolute right to protest and it could be subjected to the orders of the authority regarding place and time. This brings into focus the tug of war between the morality and the state, security, freedom, and responsibility. On one hand, it is the government's responsibility to ensure that any protest should not turn into violent chaos. On the other hand, public protests are the hallmark of a free democratic society whose logic demands that the voice of the people should be heard by those in power and decisions should be reached after the proper discussions and consultations. In spite of this dilemma, in order to preserve the democratic fabric of the Indian society, it is responsibility of the stakeholders in a democracy that all the freedoms under Article 19 of the Constitution shouldn't be seriously impaired. Significance of the right to dissent. Fundamental right. The right to protest peacefully is enshrined in the Indian Constitution, Article 19(1)(a), which guarantees the freedom of speech and expression, Article 19(1)(b), which assures the citizen the right to assemble peacefully and without any arms. Historical context. The background of the Indian Constitution is formed by its anti-colonial struggle, within which the seeds of a political public sphere and democratic constitution were sown. The Indian people fought hard and long to publicly express their views on the colonial policies and laws and form a public opinion against them. Checking abuse of power. The right of the association is required to form the association for political purpose for insurance, to collectively challenge the government decision and to even aim peacefully and legally to displace the government, to not merely check abuse of power but to rid power. The right to peacefully assemble allows the political parties and the citizenships, such as university-based students groups, to question and object to the acts of government by demonstration, agitation, and public meetings, to launch sustained protest movements. People as watchdog. People act as watchdog, constantly monitor government's act, which provides feedback to the government about their policies and actions, after which concerned government through consultations, meetings, discussions recognizes and rectifies its mistakes. Supreme Court observation in Ramallah Maidan incident versus Home Secretary Union of India and others. Case 2012, the Supreme Court had stated that citizens have a fundamental right to assemble and peacefully protest, which cannot be taken away by an arbitrary executive or legislative actions. So challenges are many to the right to dissent. Way forward, proactive judiciary, a fair and effective adjudicative mechanism in consultations and constitutional matters can meaningfully prevent the agitations on the street. Studies have shown that the social movements could be less radical and less oppositional when the issues could be effectively sorted out by the way of fair legislation means. Further, courts need to ensure timely agitations because there have been timely educations the validity of the laws, which has questioned by the process recognized by the law. Establishing public inquiry system, in UK, there exists a robust public inquiry system that proposes ecological demands in all. Imbibing the civic culture on the part of citizens, there is a need to imbibe a civic culture that is characterized by the acceptance of the authority of the state and the belief in participation in civic duties. So, in order to participate in public protest, the freedom to write, speech, and expression, association, and peacefully assembly are necessary. That was all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video and gained something new. Please do like the video, share the video, subscribe the channel, and comment down. Thank you, and wait for the further updates.